Number 2 career weapon is called social proof. This weapon is based on the following principle. When people are uncertain about what to do or what action to take, they look to others around them to guide their decisions and actions. We look to others. Why do you think people do that? People do that because most of us want and need to know what everyone else is doing. And we especially want to know what our peers are doing. The word peers in a business sense could mean people who are fairly equal to us in the organization in terms of abilities or qualifications or age, background, or even maybe their social status. And we can observe social proof in action almost anywhere. If you just go out and look at what's going on, you'll see it. And here's an interesting example. The next time you go into a fast food restaurant, let's say like McDonald's or another outlet like that, take a minute to observe the behavior of the customers. And when you're doing that, you'll notice social proof in action. For example, why is everyone eating without forks and knives or chopsticks? And even more strange, why are they all bringing their garbage back to the garbage pail at the end of their meal and throwing it away themselves? Well, they're doing this because that is acceptable behavior in a fast food restaurant, like McDonald's, for example. That wouldn't be acceptable behavior in a normal restaurant, right? Eating with your hands, not having waiters take away your dishes and things. But in McDonald's, the social proof we observe is that people eat without forks and knives, and they're even cleaning up their mess and taking it away after they finish their meal. And the important principle to remember here is that people are more likely to do something if they see many other people like them who are doing the same thing. Observing others' behavior. The power of social proof has been demonstrated and confirmed in many different research studies, and some of them are quite amusing in elevators, etc., and how people behave. So the social proof weapon can be very effectively applied by you in your career. And let's give an example of that. People in business often like people who are similar to themselves. And that similarity might be a common first name. Oh, you have the same first name as I do. Or dressing behavior. Could be about opinions, personality traits, background, or even lifestyles. I like to skateboard. And the best way to make those similarities familiar to another person who you may wish to influence in your career is by having frequent and pleasant contacts with those people. And frequency is important because frequency means that both parties gain a much stronger and positive knowledge about each other. As a matter of fact, the more frequent, the better. Remember though, frequency is the number of different times that you interact with those people, not the length of each of those individual contacts. And through those frequent contacts, increasing familiarity is being established. And that results in higher levels of comfort between you. Safety, familiarity. And this social proof weapon in your careers can be taken to a second, even more higher, powerful level. And a great example of this is as follows. Let's say that I compliment somebody in the office, or I praise them for their behavior or for their opinions or whatever. When you compliment or praise someone, the social proof weapon is activated. And as a result of that activation, the other person is more likely than not to accept the compliment. Thank you. As a matter of fact, even if it isn't true. But here's a word of caution that's important. That kind of behavior is not ethical. Praise without proof should not be done. But here's another example of social proof in business. As we all know, people in general, including myself, love to say yes to a request from a person they know and like. So when you create those frequent and pleasant contacts with those people, or those necessary colleagues you wish to influence, you can help them to have a much stronger opinion and positive knowledge about you through those frequent contacts. And this knowledge will in turn create a level of comfort and familiarity and maybe even trust. And what this means is those people will in the future be more likely to say yes to a request from you, and you will be more likely to say yes to them. This is how social proof works. But a final word of caution that you should all be conscious of all the time. You must not use this powerful weapon to manipulate people in ways that are bad for them. Because, as I have cautioned you earlier, that will not support your long-term career success. And as a matter of fact, it's going to be dangerous and it's going to hurt you. And it's going to hurt you a lot because people will no longer have that confidence in you if they know that you are purposefully manipulating them. So be careful.